is the 23rd, this coming Saturday. They're going to do a radio show and invited me to be on it. It's an internet radio show. I'll post a listing along this, so if you so desire. 8 o'clock in the evening on Saturday, and just have a couple hours of discussion. And they're going to be able to have a call in, so if you'd like to call in and ask questions of me or them, you sure can do that. A little bit on the conservative side, but a lot more on just simply information, and you might be able to pass on some information yourself, because this isn't a one-way street, because I sure don't know it all, and I'm glad to hear anything that I haven't thought of, and I'll try about anything to save a nickel or to keep my family safer in this crazy world. Oh, hello. McCook's Mr. Bill. You're on Donzie 52 channel. Just looking up one of my monthly bills, make sure everything's paid on a monthly basis so we don't get any extra fines or what have you. It's sad though that this summer I had a young couple come up. They first came up and were so proud that they had bought a home here in McCook, Nebraska. Paid $75,000 for it. I thought that was a pretty expensive price, but be that as it may, it was a big 2-story house. An older 2-story house. I've heard that type of tragic story before, and I told them be careful of the utilities. And I told them about a couple that lost their home with a $900 heating bill. And they couldn't afford to put extra insulation in it, and they lost their home. I said, be careful what you're doing. Oh, we know what we're doing. Okay, that's cool. I just threw out a bit of advice. Didn't matter. Well, the end of the first full month they were there, they came back almost in tears, saying they had a $500 electric bill. $500 electric bill. And I said, well, you got central air? Yeah. And I said, you're running it all the time? They said, well, it was hot. And I said, you're probably running the upstairs and there's just the two of you. Yeah. Why didn't you close that off? Well, we didn't think about it. We didn't think about it. $500 electric bill. Now I run 4 freezers for my business, plus I've got my home here, and I run about $130 electric bill a month. $130. Now I sure wouldn't want it anymore. Be that as it may, and I do all I can to keep it low. No, we don't have air conditioning other than a window air conditioner. On the very hottest nights we'll kick it on just for sleeping purposes to cool it down a wee bit if at all possible, when it's still 95 outside. But other than that, we use fans, be it a ceiling fan and or window fans, and they do quite well. And they sure don't eat up all of your loose change and give it to the electric company so they can eat lobster. One of my major things is to try to keep the rich man from eating lobster off of me. And here's a point. Outside it's about 72 degrees. In our home it's about 82 degrees right now. You're looking at a window fan built specifically to fit in a window, and it is a blessing. For under a $20 bill, that fan right there will move the air from the outside to the inside, or it can go vice versa if so desired. But the idea is to move the air from the cooler place to the warmer place to help cool down and the property that you've got. The house, is 82, outside 72. No question what to do. Turn that fan on, save some money. No use letting the electric company eat lobster while you're eating cheese sandwiches paying a high electric bill. Not loud, and a nice cooler breeze coming in. Can't beat it. You're looking at just a general household fan. Taking my infrared thermometer, it helps me and tells me that there's 65 degree air coming off of that fan. 65 degrees. Okay? If you turn it toward and blowing across, though, a wet towel on just a general clothes rack, you can't get more low tech than that hardly. And yet, at the same time, you're now looking at 49 degree temperature. And that air coming off of that wet towel really feels cool, to say the least. Yes, you'll have to wet the towel maybe once an hour, or maybe twice an hour, during commercials if you're watching TV or whatever might be doing. But a little bit of exercise probably won't hurt you, and it would save you a lot of money.
If they miss, it means many more days at sea.
I'm looking forward to getting this trip done and getting home. Just need some crab. Add crab, you'll have a happy captain.